Hey, what's up? This is Kim, and I'm Matt, and we're a band called Matt and Kim.
And you're watching AMBY.
Hey everyone, it's Leisha from AMBY, and I would like to welcome you to our interview with the awesome Matt and Kim. Hello!
Hey!
Welcome back!
Thanks!
How are you both doing today?
Good. We spent a while coming up from Toronto, but, you know, it was a cozy ride.
It was, and then we also slept really late today because, you know, we go on kind of late tonight, wanted to keep the energy up.
Yes.
So I think we're doing good.
Yeah. How about you? How are you doing?
Oh, I'm fantastic.
Yeah.
I can't complain. I'm sitting down with you two. Come on! So it's festival season. You're, of course, playing WayHome tonight. So excited for your set. Just how's summer treating you so far, all these festivals?
I feel like, well, I mean, the last couple weeks we were out in LA working on some music, and I feel like...
Do you feel like we haven't played a festival in a really long time?
I feel like I'm like excited.
Yeah.
Like I just got home to come like play. It's,
I think we played, maybe it was like 2 weeks ago.
But that's forever.
Yeah, for us that is like a really long time.
Yeah.
Which means tonight will probably be a little bit crazier than normal.
Ooh.
yeah, no, I'm very excited.
I like
I'm
that.
and we've never done this sort of like post-headliner late night set at a festival.
So I think everyone, including us, will be nice and drunk.
And first night, right? Everyone's gonna be
Yeah.
like still hyped up, not
Oh,
totally
yeah.
worn out. All right.
You're right.
Yeah.
Well, I like this tweet that you sent out. It was walked off stage and noticed my fly was down the whole show. And then you, of course, used the zucchini emoji. Very nice. Touch.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Yeah,
Let
I
me
mean,
tell you.
that day, you know, playing at Madison Square Garden in New York City is like, especially as a band who started out in Brooklyn and whatever, is like a big deal.
Of course.
And then you walk off stage and you're like,
Uh-oh.
oh my gosh, that was open the entire time, wasn't it? Kim, you're supposed to tell me these
I feel
things.
like it's fitting for us, though,
Yeah.
You know?
It was a Larry David moment,
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure.
Are you both Curb fans?
Well, here's the thing. I remember like trying to do a couple marathons of it, and I could only watch maybe 2 episodes in a row before I'm
Okay.
so stressed out.
It's true.
I'm like, really? That is how you're gonna handle this situation? Yeah.
I
Kim's
feel
even
like
worse
you
for that.
sometimes handle situations like that, you know?
I'm known to make a bad situation worse. That's true. Yeah.
Well, have you had any other mishaps or embarrassing moments for your summertime shows yet?
I feel like, did you take a fall this year?
If I did, I've mentally forgotten it.
Yeah.
No, I don't think. Maybe I did. I don't know. Maybe I hit my head that hard that I don't
That
remember.
you don't remember.
Here's
Yeah.
the thing. We were just talking about a show we played here at the Air Canada Center a couple weeks ago, right? 3
Sure.
weeks ago?
3
I don't know, something
months?
like that.
I don't know.
And talking about Kim's, like we were supporting Ellie Goulding, and we want to be respectful to her and her fans. So I tell Kim, maybe you should reel in what you say on stage and not go too deep and dark down sexual
You're a little
holes.
firecracker
Yeah.
on stage. It's so much fun.
And someone who was at the show was saying, oh yeah, no, I mean, you sort of talked about butt sex a couple of times on stage. And Kim's like, no, I didn't. He's like, yeah, you did. She doesn't even remember when she does this stuff.
I
so.
think he was confused with shows.
Hey, what other show?
Sure.
He might have been at our other
I
Toronto
don't
show
know.
where I really do think I talked about anal.
You did, the Danforth one.
See,
Oh, God.
he had it confused because I honestly got off stage in Toronto and was like, I kept it clean.
But was he even at that one?
I don't know. I'm gonna go with yes.
Okay.
Let's go with
Yeah.
yes. Just speaking of that Danforth show, that was the first time I saw you, and it felt like I was walking away from one of the coolest raves that could have ever been put on. Like the music was crazy, the little mashups you had in between. I was like, oh, this is so good. So one thing, very excited for tonight. But the second thing, what are some of the craziest or coolest shows you've personally seen?
Well, we were just talking about how this slot we're playing tonight, Girl Talk was in last year.
Yeah, they were.
And speaking of someone he has so many genius ideas back to back of combinations of songs and just super fun show. But you know, I'm trying to think of something outside the box. That's
Watch
really
the Throne. One of the best shows we've ever seen.
the Kanye Jay-Z tour.
Oh, okay.
When they were on tour for Watch the Throne.
That was honestly, you left there being like, I don't know if I'll ever be able to compare to that.
But I don't know. There's so many. Whatever.
Beyonce. One of the shows, I've gone to many Beyonce shows. One of the shows, she was on wires flying over the crowd. So as soon as I got home, I called our manager and I'm like, I want to do that. And he's like, We could rig up a rope and pull you up, but that's about it.
I think I have a rope in my garage. You got like
Test it out.
skinny me holding
Hey,
onto
I'll
the
do
other
it.
side.
I'll do it.
Well, it's also an exciting time for you guys because you just released a new EP called We Were the Weirdos. Such a good EP. What was one of the highlights you had putting this whole new creation together?
Well, I think that it was how fast we had to do it. We did it for the most part between the 2 Coachella dates this year. So
Really?
Coachella's 2 weekends, and I don't know. We came back from a tour in Europe, and we were just writing some music before weekend 1, and then Lars Stolfers, who produced it, was at Coachella with us, and we're like, let's just record something between these 2 weekends.
So spontaneous.
Yeah, and something about that, like, I will edit things to death. I don't know. Okay, let me ask you this question. If you're just like going online to purchase something, do you research something?
Of course. You
But do you
research
research
the
it?
different companies
But
and-
how deep do you go in? Because Kim knows I go deep.
And I'm like, just buy it already.
So I will go so deep that I won't even want to buy anything afterwards.
You're just tired afterwards.
And some of that relates to my music making, because if you have enough time, you can just edit things over into depth,
And I'm like,
maybe it's not perfect.
good. Let's put it out already.
But part of the thing was I couldn't think about it too much. And
Yeah.
so Kim got her way, and we
Yes.
just did it quick. And I think there's something about still having rough edges and not refining and not knowing what the best electronic toothbrush to buy is and just buying one already. Yeah.
The title of the EP makes me reminisce about high school, being a weirdo myself. So what were you both like in school?
Ooh, I was pretty weird, I think.
Well, Kim was a straight edge raver.
Yes.
Throughout her.
I used to see. Here's the great thing about divorced parents who don't like each other. You can tell one of them that you're staying at the other's house, and they don't communicate. So you can really just like disappear for a night and go to a rave in a quarry till like 10 in the morning.
But her brother was and is a rave DJ, and so since she was pretty young, here's one story I remember her telling me.
Oh, okay.
She was what, 16, 15, 16 at some sort of warehouse rave, and she goes up to her brother. She's like, "Oh, Dave, guess what? I was just in this massage circle where everyone was just giving each other massages." And Dave, her brother, was kind of like, I need to explain to you what ecstasy is. Like, they might have been enjoying that more than you.
No, let me tell
as
you,
a 15-year-old girl in a straight edge.
I was enjoying it the most.
Yeah.
I was enjoying it.
And then I was heavily into punk rock in my teenage years, which is like what opened me up to being able to play music, because I'd go to these small punk shows and you feel like you're part of it. You feel like,
Yeah, it's a community.
I'm almost doing this already. I'm one bass guitar away from being in the band. So that's what I was into. The cover of that EP is my high school yearbook picture, which I used to, what I call charge my hair, which
your hair.
involved, take bar soap,
Uh-huh.
put the bar soap in your hands till it's really sudded up, wipe it all throughout your hair, let it dry, and then after it's dried, just rough your hair
Yeah.
up, and it just that's how you get the look
That's
of the
quite a
Mad Kim
look.
We Were the Weirdos EP cover. Yeah.
And then knowing each other quite well, what would you say is the weirdest thing about one another?
Whew. I think for Kim, here's the 2 things I think are a little strange. Kim is terrified to get water on her face.
Hate it.
Meaning that if you've ever seen like a video of a cat in a bathtub that's just freaking out, and just, that's Kim whenever she's near or in a body of water. Or, I'll tell you something that's really not appealing, shower sex.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's like terrified the water's gonna hit her in the face.
Actually, this morning you tried to get in the tub because, all right, so I did a Pilates class for the first time yesterday. My body is hurting. So I took an Epsom salt bath this morning, and then Matt goes to try to get in, and I'm like, what are you doing? You know this isn't going to end sexy. It's just going to look real bad. So,
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anything weird about you. Oh, okay. Matt has never had cereal with milk. And cereal is one of his favorite foods, but he's never had it with milk.
Never tried it.
Really?
Never tried it.
Why is that?
I think milk kind of freaks you out.
I don't know. I mean, I used to have milk as a kid. I have not drank a glass of milk, though, in, I'd say, 15 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me ask you something. Do either of you like cats?
Why?
Because it's milk and water, like 2 things that are very
Well,
we have a stoop cat. Her name's Phoebe.
Phoebe.
Yeah.
so yes, a cat in our neighborhood in Brooklyn who comes to the stoop and
I
Kim-
feed her.
and
I
tries
hang
to
out with her.
lure
nice
this
of you.
cat inside. So
She
maybe.
does not want to come
Yeah.
in.
How about you? Are you a cat person?
More
dog
dog
person?
I
Yeah.
have 2 dogs, so.
Where are they?
Super
Why aren't they
jealous.
here?
They're adorable. I'll show you photos after.
Okay,
Okay,
cool.
sweet.
Adorable.
So we're big dog fans too. We actually do a lot of things with animal shelters when doing our own shows where we have them come set up a table and for donations or volunteers or adoptions for people coming. We've done that on a couple tours, but we travel all the time, so we can't have a dog.
Yeah.
But we will
One
go
day.
get coffee and lurk next to a dog park in Brooklyn. And we're like, ooh, look at how soft that one's coat is. I'd like to pet that.
See, so if you're ever looking for us, go to a coffee shop or like a dog run,
Yeah.
and that's most likely where we will be in a town.
Or Kim likes the fact that most of the time when she sees me like turn my head walking down the street, I'm not like checking out a girl. I'm like, ooh, look at that dog. I do wave at dogs a lot, and then their owners wave back. I'm like, not waving at you. I'm waving at your dog.
Not you, silly.
Yeah.
That's another weird thing you do.
What?
Wave at dogs.
Oh, there you
I'm
have
like,
it.
Yeah. Point.
There you have it, dogs. For all the dogs watching. Well, to wrap everything up today, is there anything you want to say to all of your fans? Any parting words?
So parting words, Kim.
Well, actually, I want to ask you something.
Please do.
Are you gonna crowd surf tonight?
Am I going to crowd surf tonight?
Yeah. Because if
know
you
what?
do,
I have shorts
we will,
on under this dress. I think I might
We
be
will
able to
lock
crowd
eyes,
surf.
and it will be amazing.
Let's do it.
All right.
All right.
Let's do it. All right.
Pinky promise right here.
Yes.
Thank you so much for your time today. It's always so much fun.
Yeah, thank you.
It is my pleasure. And remember, to everyone viewing, you can visit us at musicblogia.com for all exclusive interviews, features, videos, and so much more with your favorite bands. See you next time.